Hey, Coach, I just wanted to quickly talk about the hot start the team has gotten on to. What is the key causes? The new young players, development from players who returned from last season.
I think it's a combination of all those things. I think we've got a group of young players that are enthusiastic, and they're bringing a lot of enthusiasm to the table. I think we've got a veteran leadership group here that has really created a standard every day of excellence, and I think there's a healthy competition for jobs, ice time, roles, and so I think that's a nice environment, I think, for all of us to go to work in every day. I think the team has a real good chemistry in the room. They enjoy one another. I think once again, there's some good leadership there. So there's real good personalities, and I think they sincerely enjoy one another. So they play hard for one another. And really, the credit goes to the players. They've really bought into what we're trying to do here, and they're invested in the process. And so far this season, we're getting the results.
And you come into such a winning culture here with the Penguins. They've done so well throughout the years. Are there any things that you've tried to keep the same or change up a bit?
Well, it's hard for me to comment on what's happened in the past because I wasn't here, so I really can't speak to that. I am well aware of the success that they've had and the importance they place on the development process. I think there's been a philosophy here for quite some time now that they want their young players to develop in a successful environment. And so the Pittsburgh Penguins as an organization has made an investment financially and otherwise with all their resources into trying to help this team be competitive. And so this year's no different. We've got a nice mix of some veteran guys that are real good American League players and potential call-ups. And then we have some young players that we're trying to help get better, improve in order to play at the next level. So I think that's an indication of the investment that the Pittsburgh Penguins as an organization makes on the importance of Wilkes-Barre and this team most specifically as far as their development process and how they want their young prospects to develop.
And then you have a big 3-3 this weekend heading up, but you have like a week of practice preparation time. As a head coach, do you relish in that you have so much time to work with them?
Yeah, I mean that's a fun part of coaching. I enjoy the teaching aspect. I love the practice environment. I love getting on the ice with these guys, trying to help them get better, both as individuals and as a group. So we've had a fair amount of practice time. Our schedule the last couple of weeks, from a game standpoint, hasn't been real heavy, which has given us a lot of practice time. I think if you ask the players, they're probably inviting the games this weekend, so they get an opportunity to play in more games. But certainly, as a coaching staff, we find it very fulfilling to be on the ice with the players.
And do you feel like you can relate pretty well with the players? You played not that long ago and had lots of experience in the NHL level, both as a player and coach. Do you think that helps at all working with the players?
I would like to believe it does. Certainly, both Leachy and myself have had the privilege of playing at different levels, and Leachy's really close to being a player. It wasn't, within 2 years he was on the other side in the locker room with these guys. So I think he brings a great element to our coaching staff as far as his ability to relate to our players in there. He's played against some of those guys that he's coaching right now. So I think Leachy most specifically brings a great element as far as having been there and done that, and his ability to relate to some of the players in our room. But I think all of us as a staff, I think the experience that we've had both as players and now as coaches, we're trying to bring to the forefront here to help these players and share those experiences in order to help these players get better.
And the last thing I really have is that the defense has always been so strong in this organization, but so far the power play has done very well this year. How do you like the balance there? Have strong defense, but still have the freedom to score.
Well, I think I've always been a believer that in order to win at any level, you have to keep the puck out of your net. So defense is an important aspect of our game. But you also have to have the ability to score, And so there's always going to be a delicate balance there. And you know, I think as a coach, you know, one of the struggles that we all as coaches go through is how much structure do you provide for your players so that they can be on the same page defensively and they play away from the puck, and how much opportunity do you give players to act on their instincts and be creative. And you know, I'm trying to walk that line of allowing our offensive guys and our players to make plays and use their instincts to be creative offensively. And at the same side of the coin, I'm trying to offer sufficient structure for these guys so that we're on the same page without the puck, so we become a difficult team to play against as far as our defensive play and our commitment to playing away from the puck and keeping the puck out of our net. So that's been our approach this year with these guys. I think they've embraced the process so far, and you know, we'll see where it goes. But that will continue to be a common theme throughout this season as long as we're the coaching staff.
And it will be easy to get the guys in there amped up. It's an early season matchup, but it's Hershey at home on Friday night. I would imagine that'll be an easy game to get everyone riled up for.
I think the players are well aware of you know, the rivalry and the history of the teams in the past, and there's been some guys obviously that have played here in the past that have been part of the rivalry. So, and that will be on both sides. Hershey will bring the same level of enthusiasm and passion to the table that I think our team will. Those are fun. Those are the most fun games I think to be a part of. So we're looking forward to the opportunity.
Thanks.